I started breaking back in primary school. For those that don't know, primary school was in the 90s. And I started off by, I saw some breakers, or they were actually first generation breakers, breakdancing on one of the fields in Shoreville at Livingston High School. That was their sports field, and they were actually breaking on cardboard on the field. And there was a car pulled into the schoolyard, and then that just drew my attention immediately to the floor, because here you see people spinning on their heads, spinning on their hands and stuff, and I was intrigued by that. So seeing the guys throwing down and spinning around and doing all of that stuff on those cardboards really drew my attention. Because here I'm a kid that you have a lot of energy, man, you're restless. And back then we used to put the mattresses on the field and you try and do flips that you see guys doing on TV and stuff. And that really pulled me in. And for me, that was something that would challenge me, but also it was something that I knew would make me stand out, because everyone else is playing soccer or rugby or cricket, or they're running. Nothing against it. I've always been athletic, always been that kid or that guy. But dancing is just the one thing that stuck, and up until today I'm still doing it. A lot of difficulties and challenges that dancers face, or what I've faced over the years, is that number one, in the beginning when you start off, people assume, or your family assumes, it's just dancing, or they assume that it's wrong because it's street, or it's hip-hop, because they don't understand the culture, they don't know what it's about. A lot of people just don't have the right insight into what it is. So back then when we started off, or when I started off, a big challenge was getting the support from your family members when it comes to you pursuing it as being more than just a dance, or more than just an extramural activity. Because a lot of us in the beginning, when you're starting off as a dancer, or you're just stepping into being more than just a beginner or amateur dancer, then people tend to throw you must do it for experience or for exposure. I'd say that a lot of the difficulties or struggles that we faced is that when it comes to I'd say as a dancer, there's different avenues when it comes to dancing. There's a lot of stuff that happens, sometimes it's a racial thing, sometimes it's people just judging you by your appearance and not allowing you to even step into their circle. I'd say you're gonna see this a lot. Because, we don't want to offend anyone, but we also want people to know the truth. I feel like I'm at that stage of my career where, there's a lot of people in the breaking industry that would go, you passed the stage of competing now, because a lot of the guys that are my age, they have big stomachs and they can't hit their moves anymore, and here I come and I'm still hitting moves and I'm still doing things, I'm still booking shows, and I'm still performing at a high level of competition. I'd say for me it is, I train for longevity and wanting to sustain my body, and I'm not just dancing for this competition or dancing for that show. My dancing revolves around me being happy about dancing and how I feel about my craft. If it books me work, it books me work. If it doesn't book me work, it doesn't book me work. But if you've seen me on stage or you've seen me competing, you'd notice that I'm always the guy that's smiling or laughing at my opponent, or always drawing the crowd in when I'm performing, because I literally enjoy being on stage. For any artist that is in the industry, whether it's a dancer or actor or singer, or whether you are a producer, the main thing is for you to stay relevant. I'd say for me it is always being able to form part of the culture in some sort of way, whether it be a managerial aspect, or whether it be me running projects or me still teaching. I know you can't compete forever, but we always aim for that. But I'd say for me to form part of the culture and make sure that whatever I carry on doing passes on to the next generation and the generation after that and the generation after that, because at the end of the day we should still have artists or art coming from the Eastern Cape and from Port Elizabeth or from the ghetto, from the northern areas or any area in PE. And I think for anybody that really cares about street culture and about us as coloureds in our community, it would be that we see more stars rising up from our areas. I believe that whatever you start, you have to finish. And when you show up, I always say, if I show up, I'm gonna show out. So it's showing up and showing out, always delivering, making sure you're on time, making sure you do what you are asked and even more. It's the only way for you to go on. Just a shout out and thank you for tuning into SwirlkousTV. You can catch me at YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Cheslyn Meyer or B-Boy Rhythm 1. That's me. Peace!